That's somewhat true. How's that? About now? Yeah. There we go. Okay. Part of that's true. I kept my CDL in case this ministry thing didn't work out. I have owned a couple horses. I've still got my CDL. But there was this little boy. It was right around Christmas time, and he went to the mall. And he climbed up on Santa's lap at the mall. Santa asked him, he said, "Son," he said, "what is it that you want for Christmas this year?" He said, "Well, I want a 10-gallon Stetson." And he said, I want a pair of Levi's boot cut." And he said, "I want a vest, a leather vest with fringe on it." And he said, "I want a pair of 6 guns with matching holsters, hand tools." And he said, "I want a pair of Nikes." Santa said, "Son, are you sure about that?" He said, "Why would you want a pair of Nikes?" Because he said, "I don't want anybody thinking wearing cowboy boots that I'm a truck driver." So I've had kind of a dual identity, I guess, down through the years. It's been a pleasure to be with you this week. We have heard about you all for over a year since our team came here last year. And Don has talked to me about you all and the joy of working here. And the last night kind of cinched it. To watch that all come together, the work that was done here, and then, you know, the weather and everything. Everybody around here was praying that the Lord would take care of that problem. And it didn't look good on the weather map, but He worked it out. So, we on? Test 2, 3. Okay. So Don asked me to preach, and one of our church members that are with us said they were really more looking forward to hearing Don preach. And so we've got some disappointed church members here, but I'll try to do this the best I can. I want to tell you a story. Yeah, I know who it was, Sheila. I know who it was. Word gets around, you know. This is somebody. I heard somebody here was a bricklayer at one time. Is that right? Somebody a bricklayer? Anybody ever laid bricks? Okay, you'll appreciate this. This is a bricklayer's accident report, and it was printed in the newsletter of what is the English equivalent of the Workers' Compensation Board. Now listen closely to this. "Dear Sir, I'm writing in response to your request for additional information in block number 3 of the accident reporting form. I put loss of control as the cause of my accident. You asked for a fuller explanation, and I trust the following details will be sufficient. I'm a bricklayer by trade. On the day of the accident, I was working alone on the roof of a new 6-story building. When I completed my work, I found that I had some bricks left over, which, when weighed later, were found to weigh 240 pounds. Rather than carry the bricks down one by hand, I decided to lower them in a barrel by using a pulley which was attached to the side of the building on the 6th floor. Securing the rope at ground level, I went up to the roof, I swung the barrel out and loaded the bricks into it. Then I went down and I untied the rope, holding it tightly to ensure a slow descent of the 240 pounds of brick. You will note in the accident reporting form that my weight is 135 pounds. Due to my surprise of being jerked off the ground so suddenly, I lost my presence of mind and forgot to let go of the rope. Needless to say, I proceeded at a rapid rate up the side of the building. In the vicinity of the 3rd floor, I met the barrel, which was now proceeding downward at an equally impressive speed. This explains the fractured skull, minor abrasions, and the broken collarbone as listed in Section 3 accident reporting form. Slowed only slightly, I continued my rapid ascent, not stopping until my fingers of my right hand were 2 knuckles deep into the pulley, which I mentioned in paragraph 2 of this correspondence. Fortunately, by this time, I had regained my presence of mind, and I was able to hold tightly to the rope in spite of the excruciating pain I was now beginning to experience. At approximately the same time, however, the barrel of bricks hit the ground and the bottom fell out of the barrel. Now devoid of the weight of the bricks, the barrel weighed approximately 50 pounds. I refer you again to my weight. As you might imagine, I began a rapid descent down the side of the building, and in the vicinity of the third floor, I met the barrel coming up. This accounts for the 2 fractured ankles, the broken tooth, and severe lacerations of my legs and lower body. Here, my luck began to change slightly. The encounter with the barrel seemed to slow me enough to lessen my injuries when I fell into a pile of bricks, and fortunately only 3 vertebrae were cracked. I am sorry to report, however, as I lay there on the pile of bricks, in pain, unable to move, and watching the empty barrel 6 stories above me, I again lost my composure and presence of mind and let go of the rope. Now, no matter what kind of skill we may have, no matter how much training we may have had, no matter how much desire that we have to have control of our lives, the reality is circumstances can quickly render things out of control.